for joining us. My name is Joni Ogg, and on behalf of travelprofessionalnews.com, home-based travelagent.com, and findahostTravelAgency.com, I want to thank all of you for being here today with us. I'm super excited to welcome my good friend, Willie Fernandez with Rental Escapes to our virtual stage today. Willie is the Chief Marketing and Sales Officer at Rental Escapes, and his experience in the travel industry spans more than 30 years across the cruise, hotel, vacation, and the villa industries. He's also an accomplished and award-winning digital marketer who has transformed some of the industry's most recognized brands. And as CMO, he is responsible for Rental Escapes' brand strategy and all the marketing initiatives. He also oversees the agency relations and product teams who liaise with travel advisor partners like yourselves and the villa suppliers. And when he's not busy at his desk, he is usually can find him competing nationally on the Bass circuit. And he also enjoys spending time with his beautiful family and traveling. And today's topic is unlock secrets to selling luxury villas and win big. So just remember, folks, you are all muted, but we do, of course, welcome your questions at any time. You just want to put those in the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen there. And when the presentation is all over, we'll take as many questions as we can. Also going to be awarding three, not one, not two, but three lucky attendees with Amazon gift cards. So be sure to pay close attention to earn your chance to win. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to my friend Willie. Willie, welcome. I'm so glad you're here with us today.
Hey, Joni, thank you so much. I love being here. And I love doing these webinars with you. And you know, I'm going to put you on the spot at the end of this. So when we go through this, you're going to have to give me your favorite villa. So to all the advisors who haven't been with Joni and I when we do the webinars, oftentimes I ask Joni, where in the world do you want me to take you and the advisor? So oftentimes Joni gets to pick. And I believe her favorite destination so far is St. Bart's. So we're definitely gonna have to do a trip to St. Bart's. But today we're gonna talk about villas. We're gonna talk about rental escapes. We're gonna talk about getting ready for 2026 because villas continue to be the hottest and fastest growing segment of travel. I spent a lot of time on the road, meeting with advisors at conferences, at events. And the one thing that I hear repeatedly is I get so many requests for villas. I get so many requests for vacation rentals, but I just don't know how to sell it. Can you help me? So today we're going to walk through rental escapes. I'm going to walk through the portfolio, but we'll give you a really good overview on the villas. As Joni mentioned at the end, we are going to be giving away 3 Amazon gift cards. Towards the end, I'm also going to share with you a very special promotion that we have in place. So you're definitely going to want to stick around for that. Please put questions into the question folder. Joni, I do believe I have access to see those questions. Every now and then I'll peek over to see what questions are in there just to make sure that I might not have covered it already in the webinar. If at the end I don't get a chance to answer your questions, Joni will always send me a recap of the questions that were asked, and then you will hear back from me on answers to your questions. With that, let's go ahead and jump in. Let's get started. So first and foremost, a little bit about the company. So Rental Escapes has been in the luxury villa space now for 14 years. We are one of the leading luxury villa wholesalers, and we are an award-winning villa company, which I'll share with you in just a second. What makes us very special is that we pride ourselves in creating very personalized villa experiences for your clients. And how do we do that? Well, first and foremost, it starts with our villa portfolio. And part of my responsibility here at the company is curating the overall portfolio of villas throughout the globe. And as a former travel advisor myself, I will tell you this is an aspect of my job that I take very seriously. These villas have to meet our standards. The villa owners have to meet our standards. And most importantly, they have to meet my standards. So we stand behind the quality of these villas. Now, the portfolio of villas is anything from a 1-bedroom all the way to a 28-bedroom. We have city center apartments, we have chalets, we have cabins, we also have private islands. Our starting price point is about $750 per night, and it goes all the way up to about $150,000 per night. These villas are vetted, these villas are inspected, and I spent a fair amount of time on the road looking at these villas. Our product team spends a fair amount of time looking at these villas. Throughout the year, we're going back into the destinations to look at the villas. And every day we are getting surveys back from guests who were at the villas. So we are being constantly informed as to what is going on at the villas and the conditions of those villas. If we get a poor survey score or just a simple remark about something that went on at the villa, we take immediate action on that survey, and we're on the phone with the homeowner or we're on the phone with the management company. So, it is so important for us that the villas be in tip-top luxury shape for your clients. Now, by design, on the Rental Escapes website, there is no online booking, and that's because what we do is so highly personalized. Our villa specialists are highly trained, they are highly traveled. We give them the flexibility to pretty much work from anywhere so that they can go into the destinations, they can get to know the destinations, they can get to know the villas. Throughout the year, we're also bringing them on fam trips so that they can get to know new destinations or get a refresher on the destinations. Now, why do we do that? Well, because when you call into us, you will work with a villa specialist that is dedicated to you. Unlike many of the companies that you call today, where you're calling into a call center and you're bounced around from person to person, with us, when you call into us, you're always going to work with the same villa specialist. That villa specialist is going to make it their job to understand how you like to work, how you like to be communicated to, how you like your information to be sent over. They get to know your clients. Again, what we do is very personal. With every villa booking, you're also going to get access to our guest experience team of concierge agents. And this is a team of concierge agents that are going to work with you and your clients, if you want us to work with your clients, in arranging all of the in-villa services as well as all of the in-destination experiences. What we say on that team is if your clients can dream of it, we will create it. For us, no is not an option. We can do everything from simple ground transportation all the way to private jets, private yachts, shore excursions, birthday parties, petting zoos, bringing Santa in for the holidays, delivering a Christmas tree to a villa in the Caribbean. Literally anything and everything that the clients could possibly think of, we do arrange. Now, we are available 24/7, so regardless of where your clients are traveling around the world, in their final travel documents, we do provide them with 2 sets of phone numbers. Number 1 is a phone number to our team on the ground in the destination, and then number 2 is a phone number back to corporate headquarters for Rental Escapes, where we have our emergency line. If your client is to reach out to us, we will do everything in our power to assist them. If they have an issue, we will look to solve it. At the same time, we will also communicate back to you to let you know that your client has reached out, the nature of that phone call, and then what we did to be able to assist your client. We do pay a 10% commission guaranteed on every villa booking. Throughout the year, we also do bonus commission opportunities. We also have the industry's first and only travel advisor rewards program. As a former travel advisor myself, our co-founders and I got together and we developed the rewards program. We are always looking for ways to give back to our travel advisor partners. And with this program, it affords you an opportunity to go on vacation at any one of the villas that we offer in our portfolio. And the program is very simple and very straightforward. For every dollar that you book, you earn points. Those points are then banked in your account here at Rental Escapes. When you are ready to travel, you would have a communication with your villa specialist. Your villa specialist will let you know the value of those points, and then you use those points towards your own personal stays. What is most important about the points is that your points will never expire. You can bank those points for as long as you want until you are ready to travel. As I mentioned earlier, we are an award-winning company. Um, Last year, we took home two Best Villa Rental Company awards. We took home a gold Travy, which Joni was there with me when we received it, which was amazing. We also took home a gold Travel Weekly Magellan. We also took home multiple marketing awards, and I'm excited to say that we just learned that in 2025, we have once again taken home the gold Magellan for the best villa rental company in the industry. And these are awards that are very meaningful to us because these are awards that are voted on by the travel advisors. So it is a testament to the overall level of service and product that we provide each and every day to our valued travel advisor partners. Now, let's dive into the benefits of villas. And if you've been with me on a webinar before, you know I always like to start off with the 3 C's. So when we go into the villas and we're vetting these villas and we're inspecting these villas, the 3 C's are what we look for first: comfort, convenience, and cleanliness. We are looking for all of the comforts and conveniences of home, but in a luxury setting. We are looking for breathtaking views. We are looking for comfortable furnishings, great bedding, comfortable bedding, great linens, great towels, bathroom amenities, villas with pools, state-of-the-art kitchens, high-speed internet and Wi-Fi, cable TV, satellite TV. Nowadays, we're also looking for smart TVs or TVs that have the ability to stream, where a guest can connect their phone and be able to stream their favorite streaming channels. We also look wherever possible to make sure that a villa is ADA compliant or close to ADA compliant. We know we have guests who do travel with disabilities. So we are always looking to make sure that within the villa, a guest can very easily navigate around the property. A standard checkout at a villa is about 10 to 11 a.m. A check-in is 4 to 5 p.m., depending on the villa and depending on the destination. So during that time period, the villa is getting a deep cleaning. Now, if your clients are staying in a villa that has housekeeping, then it is that housekeeper or housekeepers, depending on the size of the property, that are maintaining the property clean. In an instance to where your clients have chosen a villa that has no staff whatsoever, and they would like for us to bring in housekeeping, it could be daily housekeeping, a midweek clean, anything that they want housekeeping related, through the guest experience team, you will be able to arrange that housekeeping, and we will let you know exactly what the cost is for that housekeeping. We take your client's overall privacy, safety, and security in the utmost of importance. Many of our villas are located within gated communities. In Jamaica, for example, the tourism board requires that all of the villas, when guests are in house, that there be a night watchman from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I was most recently in the Turks and Caicos on vacation with my family. And the villa that I was in, aside from it being within a gated community, because it was beachfront, and there's quite a number of beachfront properties there, they also have a patrolman that will walk the beach at night to make sure that no watercraft or anyone can come on shore and then onto the property. The number one request we get for the villas is staff and having staff at the villas. Now, on the Rental Escapes website, every villa will detail for you if there is staff present and what staff is present. When you see the icons for the staff being present, that staff is included in the rate. There is no additional charge for that staff. The only item that would be additional is going to be a gratuity, and we recommend anywhere from a 10 to a 15% of the total gross nightly villa rate, excluding taxes and fees, okay? To give to the staff, and then it would be divided up amongst the staff. But in a fully staffed villa, your clients will have a chef or a cook. And really the difference between the chef and the cook is going to be the level of training that that person has received. It will come with a butler or a house manager. It will come with a housekeeper or housekeepers. Some villas will come with a laundress, and the laundress is wonderful because the laundress will help your clients unpack. They will do your client's laundry throughout their stay, and then they will make sure to send your clients home with suitcases full of clean clothing. The villas will include a gardener, who will also oftentimes double up as a pool attendant. We have villas with car and drivers. We have villas with boat captains. If your clients are looking for total privacy and they do not want a villa with staff, but on one of the nights they want us to bring in a chef, we can coordinate the chef and we will let you know exactly what the cost is for that chef. Or if they want to bring in babysitting, or if they would like to have a butler, anything that they would like, we can add and will add through our guest experience team. And those are all conversations that you will have with our guest experience team of concierge agents. Now, selling tip number one, villas provide tremendous value. And oftentimes what I hear when I'm on the road and I'm talking to advisors is, Willie, I've quoted villas quite a number of times and I haven't gotten my first sale. What am I doing wrong? And I oftentimes will ask, well, tell me how you present the villas to your clients. Many a times what I hear is I give them the total rate or I give them the nightly rate. My recommendation to you, the best way to present the villas to your clients is break it down on a nightly per bedroom cost. And I will show you examples of that in just a little bit. Why do I recommend that? Well, when you break it down to that per bedroom cost on a nightly basis, they are very easily able to compare that rate to that of a hotel or that of a resort. And 9 times out of 10, the rate at the villa on a per bedroom cost is going to be less than or equal to that of a resort. More often than not, it is going to be less than that of a resort or of a hotel. If you give them the total nightly rate, what you're going to hear is that's outside of my budget, just book me 6 hotel rooms. And when you do the math on the 6 hotel rooms, what you're going to find is it's more expensive than if they would have just taken the villa. Now, the one thing that is never included in the price of a villa is food. Food is always additional. And through the guest experience team, we do have menus. If the villa has staff, we do have grocery lists. We can arrange the pre-stocking of food. I always recommend the pre-stocking of food. Food costs will vary destination by destination. I often say that the food cost is going to vary somewhere between $50 and $125 per person per day for 3 meals, including plus a snack. What's really going to skew that is going to be dinner. So if your clients are looking for basic cuts of beef, chicken, and pork, depending on the destination, anywhere from $50 to $85. If they're looking for more seafood and richer cuts of beef, then you're looking at $85 to $125. In the Dominican Republic, when I was there earlier this year, my food cost was right around $55. In the Turks and Caicos, when I was there with my family over the summer, it was right around $85. When you go into destinations like, Italy and St. Bart's and some of these other ones, the food costs will tend to skew a little bit more. But again, all of that is arranged through our guest experience team. Now, I'm going to go quickly because I want to get to the villas. But first and foremost, here's a sampling of many of the destinations that we cover. I say many because it's not all of them. Again, we've got over 5,000 properties in over 175 destinations. The largest concentration of the villas is in the Caribbean. That is a year-round destination. Minimum night stays will vary by destination, anywhere from 5 to 7 nights. In the Caribbean, we see 5 to 7. In Mexico, we see 5 to 7. In Europe, we typically will see 7 Saturday to Saturday. But again, on the Rental Escapes website, it will detail for you exactly what the minimum night stay requirement is. Now, if you have a client that, let's say, doesn't have 7 nights, they've got 6 nights, or they've got 5 nights, I would encourage you to please call us. We will call the homeowner and we will advocate and we will do everything we can to make that booking happen for you. If you have less than 3 nights, what I will share is oftentimes an owner will tell us, no, it is just very cost prohibitive for them to be able to turn a villa over for less than a 3 night booking. All right, so let's jump over into the villas. Joni, I'm going to put you on the spot at the end, so you got to tell me your favorite villa here. Let's go over to the Caribbean. Caribbean is the number one region for the villas. It is year round. The number one destination right now in 2025 for the villas is the Dominican Republic. Other top destinations for villas are the Turks and Caicos, Jamaica, St. Martin, Barbados, and St. Bart's. Now, before I jump in, you're going to see there's going to be some videos, slideshows that play. There is no music on those videos, but some of the things that I would, ask you to take a look at. Earlier I talked about like the furnishings and the kitchens and the pools and the beautiful views. I love a beautiful view. When I go into the villas, I'm always looking for that breathtaking view to either wake up in the morning and enjoy a cup of coffee and take it all in, or be able to sit outside with friends and families and loved ones and just take in the views. So first and foremost, let's head on over to Cap Cana in the Dominican Republic. Cap Cana is about 12 minutes outside of the Punta Cana airport. This is your Rari Royale. This is the 9-bedroom, fully staffed villa in Cap Cana. This particular villa, if you have clients that love to play pickleball, this particular villa has a pickleball court on property. So your clients can literally walk out into the backyard and play pickleball. On the Rental Escapes website, on the home page, we actually have our villa collections. We have wedding villas, golf villas, ski villas, ultra luxe villas, and one of the villas that one of the collections we actually created was a pickleball villa. We get a lot of guests wanting to play pickleball at the villas. So in that pickleball collection, you will see villas that either have a pickleball court at them or have a pickleball court located within the community that they are located. This is Casa del Mar. This is one of the newest villas that we've added in the Dominican Republic. This is a 7-bedroom beachfront ultra modern villa. Also has a pickleball court on it, and it is fully staffed. Villa Laurent over in Punta Cana, which is 7 minutes from the Punta Cana airport. This was our Villa of the Year in 2022. We continue to see really high survey marks from this villa and from the staff. We actually had an opportunity to stay at this villa when we were celebrating our 10-year anniversary back in 2021. And it backs up to the Punta Cana golf course. The villa is absolutely spectacular. The master bedroom in this villa often reminds me of a small apartment. It is massive. Within the Punta Cana resort, the easiest way to get around is with golf carts. Many of the villas come with golf carts already. If the villa doesn't come with a golf cart, we can arrange the golf cart. But again, these are all the kinds of things that we take care of and recommend to your clients. In fact, one of the things that we also recommend is the VIP service at the airport. When I travel to the Dominican Republic, I oftentimes will take the VIP service because rather than waiting in line at the airport for well over an hour, hour and a half, through the VIP service, from the time I get off my JetBlue aircraft, go through customs and immigration, and get to my villa inside the Punta Cana resort, the fastest I've done it is 37 minutes. The slowest I've done it is 52 minutes. And I will tell you, for your clients, it's the best way to start their vacation is by taking that service. This is Hacienda Solara, also in the Punta Cana. This was villa that was constructed, it was just finished in November of last year. It is such a beautiful villa that one of our villa specialists decided and switched their wedding and had a destination wedding instead at the Dominican Republic at Villa Solara. I've had the privilege of touring this villa, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So as I mentioned, I was just down in the Turks and Caicos for vacation with my family. It's the second year in a row that we go right back to the Turks and Caicos. My kids absolutely love the Turks. My wife loves the Turks. I'm not going to lie, I love the Turks. But this is Hawksbill. This is an 11-bedroom villa. It is beachfront. Now, what's interesting about Hawksbill, and Hawksbill, like other villas that we have in the portfolio, can be rented for fewer than the maximum number of bedrooms. So Hawksbill can be rented as a 5, 6, 8, or 11 bedrooms. And the way that it would work is because there is less work for the staff and because there is less wear and tear on the villa, the owner will offer a discounted rate for fewer bedrooms. Now, what that means is when your clients arrive, the staff will ask, what bedrooms will you be occupying? From there, your clients will identify the bedrooms, and then the remaining bedrooms will be locked. Every villa booking with us is a whole home rental. So even if you're buying, you're renting 5 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms, or 8 bedrooms, that does not mean that the owner is going to bring in another group or another family to occupy the remaining bedrooms. This will always be a whole home rental. It is private to your clients and your clients only. This is tip of the tail, also in the Turks and Caicos. This is a 5-bedroom. I particularly love this villa because I've stayed there a couple of times, and when I stay there, the staff knows I don't like to come in for lunch. It's my day off. I want to enjoy not having to tour the villas. They will actually bring a table and chair and set it up in the ocean so that I can have lunch, and even if I wanted to have an early dinner. So they will take that table and move it into the ocean. This is Promises. This is an 8-bedroom on its own private beach. Now, earlier I talked about the value of the villas. Okay, so this is an 8-bedroom starting right around $3,600 a night. It is fully staffed: chef, butler, housekeeper, laundress, gardener, night watchman. That villa starts at $450 per bedroom. Compare that to that of a hotel or a resort in Ocho Rios, right? And then ask yourself, at the villa, what time is the client going to have to wake up to reserve a pool chair? At the resort, they're waking up really early. At the villa, they don't have to. If they're traveling with small children and you're at a resort and the children need to take a nap, your clients are having to go up to the room and put the children down for a nap, a couple hours. At the villa, you can just bring them right back into the house and the staff can watch the kids and your clients can go right back to the pool or right back to the beach. This is Neo. This is a 6-bedroom in St. Bart's, ultra modern, overlooking St. John Beach. Look at that view. It is ultra luxury. I would rate this villa a 6-star villa. This is Mezzanine. This is a 14-bedroom. It sits up on a cliff. It's on the French side of St. Martin. There you can see the expansive outdoor living spaces where you can hold events, you can hold celebrations, you can do corporate gatherings. Okay, I'm going to skip because I'm running just a little bit behind schedule, but I'm going to head on over to Mexico and Central America. So our fastest growing destination in the entire portfolio is Costa Rica. In Mexico, the top destinations are between Riviera Maya and Punta Mita. And my favorite villa in the entire portfolio, believe it or not, is actually in Panama. And I will show that to you in just a second. First and foremost, Amber and Ephesus. This is an 8-bedroom villa. Again, look at the starting rate. Starting rate for this villa is $1,200. This is $150 per bedroom to be in a 5-star villa with staff in Mexico. It's over in the Riviera Maya area. The only thing this villa does not come with is a chef, but we can bring in the chef. This is a villa we widely use for our wellness retreats. It's got a very Zen-like feel to it. Casa Coco over in Punta Mita. Punta Mita is about 30 minutes outside of the Puerto Vallarta airport. It is a gated community. Casa Coco is a very unique ultra luxe beachfront villa. We actually had an opportunity to stay at Casa Coco last November. And the staff here is sensational. In Costa Rica, Casa Alang Alang. This is an 8-bedroom villa with gorgeous views of the ocean, the rainforest. It's got multiple pools, 8 bedrooms. And again, look at the rate. It is less than $300 per bedroom. Let's head on over to my favorite villa, Sweet Bocas. This is an overwater villa that is attached to a 10-acre estate. It is 9 bedrooms. It is over in the Boca del Toro area of Panama. This is on the Caribbean side of Panama. Aside from just the incredible service at this villa, for me, it comes down to the chef. The chef at this villa is just an artist, and what he does just with food and just the overall culinary experience, in my opinion, is second to none. Also, you know, when you get off your ground transportation and you're walking to this beautiful 2-story villa that's just sitting over the ocean, you are in just complete awe of the villa. Now, the villa does say inquire for rates. That is more so having to do with the calendar. The owner of this property, I actually just talked to her earlier this week. You know, she takes impeccable care of this villa. She's owned this villa for about 20 years now. And what she will oftentimes do is block weeks off in the calendar, especially if she knows she's had a lot of back-to-back stays, just to give the staff a break, just to give the villa a break, give it a refresher. So she always asks us that we give her a call for both the rates and the availability, just to make sure that it is open when our clients are going to want to travel to the villa. But this is, in my opinion, my favorite villa in the entire portfolio. Right here in the US, we have plenty of ski, we have plenty of city center, we have plenty of beach. But right here where I'm located in Orlando, minutes away from the villas, our villas are 12 minutes roughly from the main gates of Walt Disney World. This is a 12-bedroom villa. It's got an outdoor moving theater that your clients can enjoy from the pool. It has a Barbie-themed bedroom. It has 2 bowling alleys in the villa. It has a game room with all kinds of arcade games. It's got pool tables. It's got gym. Now, you look at that rate again, that is less than $200 per bedroom. Compare that to a theme park hotel. There are some theme park hotels that I have seen them running as much as $3,000 per night. And then you look at the experience that your clients can have at these villas. You know, things that we've done at the villas is, you know, it's very difficult nowadays to get a character breakfast, you know, at one of the properties. We work with a third party company. We can actually bring characters to the villa. We can bring a chef to the villa, and we can actually, rather than doing a 30-second character experience, we can actually do an hour-long custom experience with characters at the villa. So, you know, if the clients want superheroes or prince and princesses, or, you know, any other character from one of the theme parks, we can bring them in into the villas. Treehouse Oasis is always in my webinars. This is my kids' favorite villa. They made me promise that I will always show and tell my advisors that this is their favorite villa. This has a 2-story laser tag, there it is right there, room with a New York City police car in it. This also has a villa within a villa complex with a giant treehouse in it. So that treehouse area is a complex that will sleep 12 kids comfortably. So you'll see there those bunk beds. There's 2 sets of, on either side, there's 3 sets of bunk beds for the kids. In Hawaii, we do have properties on multiple islands in Hawaii. If any of you are the fans of the new Magnum PI, we actually have the home where Magnum PI is filmed. On the website, you will find it under Banyan House. As I mentioned, we have plenty of ski. This is one of our many ski in, ski out properties. This is the Elysium Chalet. This is the 6-bedroom. Beautiful views of Deer Crest. One of the things that I like is when your clients ski in, they actually have a hot sauna where they can come in, they can hang their skis. Oh, there it is right there. They can hang their skis, they can go in there, they can warm up, take off all their ski clothing before they head on up to the villa, and they're nice and toasty. In Europe, number one destination year after year after year is Italy. In Europe, because it is seasonal, often what you'll find is the seasonality is oftentimes late April, early May through late September, early October. Key destinations: Italy, Spain, France, and Greece. I will tell you right now, August 12th in Mallorca, Spain is a heavily booked week. That is because in 2026, that is where the solar eclipse is expected to reach totality. So we are getting a lot of guests who are booking Mallorca during that particular week. We are already well into our 2026 European booking season. So if you have clients that are interested in going to Europe in 2026, I would encourage you to start thinking about reaching out to them now and making those plans now, because we are starting to see some of the more popular homes, some of the more popular weeks start to fill. This is Villa Giulia. This is a 6-bedroom in the heart of Positano with beautiful views, indoor pool with staff. Villa Girani is a very special villa. This is a villa that is owned by the famous fashion designer Salvatore Ferragamo. This is his personal villa. And he reached out to us last year if we would like to bring it on into the portfolio. We have a couple other villas within his family, but this is his personal villa. So we went and we added it. This is Chateau Pessac. This is a 6-acre chateau. I'm sorry, 6-bedroom chateau sitting on about 140 to 145 acres. If you have clients that are wine aficionados, this particular villa has a small vineyard attached to it. It also has a wine tasting room, it has a wine barrel room, and it has a wine shop. And through the guest experience team, what we can also do is we can arrange for private vineyard tours throughout the Bordeaux region. So if you have clients that love wine, this is a great property. And then again, we can custom create those experiences for them at some of the best vineyards throughout Bordeaux. As I mentioned, we have city center apartments. We have anything from a 2-bedroom to this beautiful 5-bedroom penthouse overlooking the heart of Paris, also overlooking the Eiffel Tower from its balcony. And at this, this particular penthouse, we can bring in a chef, right? I was just with some travel advisors last week who were asking me if we had apartments in Paris. We have apartments in Paris, London, Milan, Rome. And I had asked them, what are some of the going rates for hotel rooms in Paris? And they were telling me, north of €1,000 per night. Well, here you got a 5-bedroom penthouse apartment for about €660, right? So that's more than a 30% savings compared to that of a hotel, and your clients are in their own private space. This is Suzette. This is a 6-bedroom in Greece. And if you have clients that are looking at some really unique destinations, we have Asia, Africa, the Maldives, Bali. Next year, we're heading over to Japan to take a look at some properties. This is the Hawari Estate. This is a 5-bedroom beachfront property in Indonesia. And I'm going to go just a little quicker because I want to make sure I leave time for questions. This is a 6-bedroom in Thailand. This is Amandara, very modern villa right on the beach as well. We also have some castles and palaces. This is an 8-bedroom in Marrakesh. So at about 3 months prior to your client's arrival, unless they are traveling for the holidays, then we will begin working at least 9 months out. And when I say the holidays, I mean Christmas and New Year's. Your dedicated guest experience concierge is going to reach out to you to begin the planning process for all of the in-villa services as well as all of the in-destination experiences. Everything from the pre-stocking of food, if there's villa staff, coordinating with the staff, providing you with menus, if there's a chef, coordinating menus, dietary restrictions, allergies. If your clients are looking to do some sort of a celebration, providing you and your clients with ideas on things we can do in the various villas for a celebration. Arranging ground transportation. If you're down in the Caribbean or Mexico and the clients want to spend some time out on the water, arranging a catamaran tour or a private yacht tour. Literally anything and everything that your clients could possibly think of that they would want to do in the destination, we can and will arrange for them. Now, working with us is very simple and very straightforward. It's first going to start with a villa inquiry. What I'm always going to recommend is if you want to spend time on the Rental Escapes website looking at the properties, please feel free and do so. I know how valuable your time is. My recommendation to you is just give us a call. Let us have a conversation with you about your clients, the purpose of the trip. What are they looking to experience? What are they looking to see? What are they looking to do in the destination? We're going to take that information, as well as, if they're in the Caribbean, do they want to be on the beach? Not on the beach. Do they want staff? Do they not want staff? We're going to ask a whole series of questions, and we're going to take that information back, and we're going to begin to do the research to look for villas that are available that we believe are ideal for your clients based on everything that you've shared with us. We are not going to rent you a villa for the sake of renting you a villa. We are going to rent you a villa that we believe is ideal for your clients based on what you've shared with us and everything that they want to accomplish both in the villa as well as in the destination. Once we've identified those villas, we are going to provide you with a very detailed quote. Those quotes are going to include the links to the villas using our unbranded website so you can share those villas with your clients. We will include all of the pricing. We will include the payment terms. We will also include the cancellation terms. The payment terms, oftentimes, most owners nowadays want a 50% deposit up front with the balance being due at right around 90 days prior to arrival. Cancellation terms do vary villa by villa because they are determined by the owner. But I will tell you that the strictest of the cancellation terms is Christmas and New Year's, where that is typically non-refundable as set by the owner. Now, once your clients have determined a villa, we will send you the rental agreement for your clients to review and sign. We will collect payment. We will secure the villa with the owner. As I mentioned earlier, at 3 months prior, unless they're traveling for Christmas and New Year's, then we begin working at 9 months prior. Your guest experience agent is going to reach out to you. From there, any future inquiries that you have, regardless of the destination, you can reach right back out to your dedicated villa specialist. As I mentioned earlier on in the webinar, they are highly trained, they are highly traveled. So if you called them today for the Caribbean, but you're calling them tomorrow for Europe, rest assured they know those destinations well. Working with us, we do provide a 10% commission guaranteed on every villa booking. Throughout the year, we partner with Joni and our friends here at Travel Professional News to bring you the webinars. But on the Rental Escapes website, we also have a library of pre-recorded webinars. So on the Rental Escapes website, there's a link at the top that says Travel Advisors. That is your portal. when you have an opportunity, I'm going to recommend that you visit the Travel Advisor portal, because on that portal, there's going to be a wealth of information that I'm going to share with you. But one of the things that you're definitely going to want to do is to register on the portal. Get yourself into the Rental Escapes system. That's also going to get you into my email database. It's also going to automatically enroll you into the rewards program. And on the portal, you can preview a lot of the pre-recorded webinars that I have done. We also offer full commission protection, meaning in our system, you are our client, your client is your client. We will never knowingly book your client direct. If we have a client that reaches out to us and we pull them up in the system and we see that they are tied to you, we are going to reach out to you and let you know that your client has reached out to us, that they're interested in a particular villa, a particular destination, so that you in turn can reach out to your client. But we will never book your client direct. You are our partner. When you visit the portal, about 3/4 of the way down, you'll see a section called Your Keys to Success. This is our marketing program that I designed 2 years ago. Again, I was a former travel advisor, so I was always thinking about what are the tools that I want our travel advisors to have to really help them market villas to their clients. And I'm proud to say that now for a second year in a row, the Your Keys to Success marketing program has won multiple marketing awards. In fact, we just took home 3 Gold Magellan Awards for the marketing program. But on there, as I mentioned earlier, we have the webinars that are pre-recorded. We have an unbranded website that you can share villas with your clients. Every Wednesday from 2 to 5 p.m., I have 15-minute appointments. So you can go on there and you can register for the Wednesdays with Willie. The appointments do book up quickly. I believe I'm already sold out for all of October and a good portion of November, if not all of November already. So if you want to spend 15 minutes with me, we can talk about villas, we can talk about marketing. Please feel free, register. I'd be more than honored to spend time with you on Wednesdays. Definitely, I would love for you to focus on marketing resources. If you click on marketing resources, this is where you're going to find all of the marketing material, including our library of unbranded magazines. Right now, there are 20 magazines. These are the top 20 villa destinations. We just put up the latest issue, which is Anguilla. These magazines are full of information. They are full of villa content. They are full of FAQs for your clients. We built them so you can hand them to your clients. You can either post it to Facebook or you can email it to them. There's culinary information, destination information, experiences information. I would highly encourage you to take a look at these magazines, use these magazines. I hear from travel advisors all the time who are calling me, asking me, can you make this magazine or that magazine? Because when they share these magazines with their clients, not only are they generating leads, but they are generating bookings. I promised that I was going to share with you our latest promotion. So this was a promotion that we had running through the month of September. We extended it. So right now, any booking that you make through October 31st, 2025, that travels by December 31st, 2026, you will earn an Amazon gift card worth up to $5,000. The value of the gift card is determined based on the value of the booking, but there is no limit to the number of gift cards that you can earn. In the month of September, I will tell you, we have advisors who earn multiple gift cards. The promotion will end on October 31st. You will have your gift card via email sent to you by Amazon before November 15th. So you will have the gift card available for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I always like to give out my contact information. So you have my email address right there, willie@rentalescapes. You also have my personal mobile, 407-946-5099. You can call me, you can send me a text message, you can send me a WhatsApp message. If by chance I'm in a meeting or I'm doing a webinar with Joni or I'm traveling, just send me a message or leave me a message and I will return that message or that phone call at the very first opportunity that I have. At worst, the latest you will hear from me is by the end of the day. but you will hear from me that very same day. With that, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for the privilege of your time today. Thank you for allowing me to walk you through Rental Escapes, our villa portfolio. I hope you have found today's webinar informative and educational, and most importantly, valuable. I am at your disposal, so if there's anything that I can do to help you grow your overall villa business, please feel free and reach out to me. I'd be more than honored to do so. With that, Joni, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'd be more than happy to take some questions, and then I know we have some gift cards we're going to hand out.
You are like the king of gift cards. God love you. You are amazing. You guys are so generous. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much, Willie. I absolutely got to tell you, I do a lot of webinars, as you well know, but I absolutely love it when you do your webinars with us because you just take me places that I want to go every time. So thank you for that. I can't decide. I know you were going to bug me and ask me what my favorite is, and I've written down a bunch of them. You want to know what they are?
Tell me.
Okay. First of all, tip of the tail looks pretty amazing. Just saying.
Yeah.
Neo, I think that's still my number one. Sorry. Now I like Mes Amis. I'm thinking that's one of the ones I want to go to. And then I saw the Barbie room at the Grand Palm Oasis, and I have three granddaughters who love Barbie. So I'm thinking that one, I better take them too. So I can't decide
That
which one I'm going to go to, but I like them all. They're all amazing. Oh my God,
well,
they're so much fun.
that Barbie bed. So they've got the Barbie bedroom. They have a Toy Story room, and then they have
Oh
like this
God.
space room in the villa.
Oh gosh.
Um,
Oh, they'd be so happy. Oh,
well, so we actually had a guest who stayed at this villa, and their purpose was to come in and go to the theme parks. And while they were at the villa, after the second night, they reached out to us asking if they could extend their stay because the kids and grandkids refused to leave the villa to go to the theme parks. They were having so much fun. So thankfully, the villa was available. We were able to extend their stay for another 2 nights.
oh my gosh. Oh, that's a testament to what I think it must be like there. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think they may have to put that one on my agenda and bring Andy and the kids down there. So yes, we have some questions. We better get to those. I want to make sure we get everybody answered. Somebody just wanted to give you guys kudos and had a quick question. They've booked their first villa with Anne at your company for a couple that's eloping to the Amalfi Coast. How cool is that? And she says
Wow.
Anne is, I know, isn't that neat? And Anne says she says Anne's been fantastic, and she knows that the experienced team's supposed to reach out 3 months prior to travel. But this couple has super high expectations and are very detailed. Is there any way to work with the team prior to the 3 months? Was her question.
If you email me, willie@rentalescapes.com, I will make it happen. I will tell you right now, it's going to be a little difficult, not because of us, but because of Italy. For 2026, Italy really won't start working again until like just after the new year. Their season is starting to wrap up. And it was a very busy 2025. And again, having done this for so many years, a lot of the villas, a lot of the operators just start to shut it down a little bit to get a break. So then even if we try to reach out to them now to get information from them, oftentimes they're going to put us off until the start of the year. But that being said, send me the information, and if we can get you going at the beginning of the year, we will certainly do it, especially if they're eloping. We certainly want to be part of that and make it as memorable as possible for them.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. What a great experience. Okay, and she said thank you, and she'll do that. So I'm glad that we were able to help her with that. Can guests make payments with individual credit cards?
Yes, so we can take up to 5 credit cards. Our credit card processor will allow us to take up to 5 different credit cards per booking.
Okay, great. Somebody asked about the website again, and I see it's right there in front of us. So folks, his website address is right there in front of you on the screen. Let's see. Oh, Willie, a personal question. What are the ages of, don't worry, it's not that personal. What are the ages of your kids? And they want to know because they want to know what ages your kids are and what might appeal to kids that they have are similar ages.
So Joni, I think I may have to tell the audience the story about my kids. I
Okay,
think I've
I
shared this
love
one
that.
with you before. So my oldest is actually 28. Believe it or not, he has not been with me to a villa yet, based on his work schedule. But my two younger kids are 11 and 13. And a real funny story about them is we homeschool our children. So they're with us all day, every day. And their homeschool classroom is just outside of my office in one of the bedrooms here at home. So they hear dad doing webinars. They hear dad talking to guests and advisors when they call me on my phone. So they believe that their reality is my work reality. So in 2023, I took the kids to Alaska. I thought they would be of a great age to take them on an Alaska cruise. So we went on Princess. We had a wonderful time. In 2024, I asked them, I said, so where would you guys like to go on vacation? And at the time, my 10-year-old daughter says to me, she says, Daddy, what is the name where what is that place where all the famous people go to? And I said, which place? Because they go to a lot of places. She says, it starts with a T. I said, Tuscany? She says, no. She says, it's a beach. I said, the Turks? She says, yes, the Turks. I want to go there. I said, okay, Daddy will look to go to the Turks. She then says to me, but I need a butler. I said, you need a butler? She says, I need a butler. I said, okay. And then my son says, well, if she's going to get a butler, I need a chef. And I'm just thinking to myself, what am I doing wrong that my kids, my 10 and 12-year-old, are asking for butlers and chefs? So then they go back into their classroom and I hear them chattering. And all of a sudden the conversation goes like this. Do you think we're going to go in the private jet? The other one says, I don't know, but I hope the limo picks us up. Now that night at dinner, I go, we're sitting down at dinner and I said, listen, I need to have a conversation with you too. And my wife says, is everything okay? I said, not really. I said, first of all, there's no private jet. I don't own a private jet. You're lucky we're going on Southwest. Number two, there is no limo. It is a Suburban. Number three, this whole thing about the butler and the chef, not sure it's really going to happen, but why do you guys think you need a butler and a chef? They said, well, all of your clients take butlers and chefs. I go, but that doesn't mean that you guys do. Well, we got put up in a villa that had the butler and the chef. So now my kids are hooked on a fully staffed villa. So this year I asked them, where do you want to go? And guess where they wanted to go? They wanted to go right back to the Turks and Caicos. But not only did they want to go back to the Turks and Caicos, they wanted to go back to the exact same villa as last year because the staff was so incredible to the point that the butler at our villa texted me on their birthdays to ask me to wish each of them a happy birthday. I mean, that's just,
Oh,
it's
that
so
is
moving.
over the top. That's so amazing. Yep,
It
that's
is
just
incredibly
amazing.
over the top. So
That's
that is
so
the story
cool,
about my
though.
kids. They're now 11 and 13. They love the villa life. They love being spoiled at the villas. And again, regardless of where, oftentimes they get asked, well, really, are the villas kid friendly? Yes, all the villas are kid friendly. Now, some villas are much more friendlier than others, but all the villas are kid friendly, family friendly. And the Caribbean, especially, when you have a beach, it's just top notch for the kids.
Absolutely, especially when it's literally almost their private, escape from everything. They've got their own pool, and it's just the best. It's just the best. Somebody I did ask a question: is there a cost to join? I know the answer, but I'm going to let you answer that.
The cost to join what? I'm sorry.
They're thinking there might be a cost to join Rental Escapes. Absolutely not. Correct?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You are our partner. In fact, not only is there not a cost to join, but unlike others in the space, and even some of the do-it-yourself sites who charge booking fees, We don't charge a booking fee. We don't believe you should have to pay us to do business with us. In fact, what we believe is we have to pay you a commission to do business with us. You're our partner. So no, there is no fee ever to do business with us.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Another question was, are all of these that you've been talking about typically 7-day stays, or do people stay, I mean, 7 to 10 days, or are there some that just stay 3 or 4?
This year's been an interesting year. We have seen some 3 and 4 night bookings. Average I still see that 5 to 7. I tend to see the shorter stays on last minute bookings, but again, always give us a call. What an owner typically will never take is less than 3. So if you have a client that's just looking for 1 or 2 nights, like sometimes I will get advisors who will reach out to me and say, hey, Willie, I have clients that are going on an AMA cruise or an Avalon cruise, and they're just looking for 1 or 2 nights pre or post river cruise. The owner I know is going to tell me no, or the owners are going to tell me no.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they can reach out to you guys and you'll help them with that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the last question of the questions, and then we'll go to our prizes. Are the concierge services commissionable?
So the concierge services are pass-throughs. We work with a lot of local operators, mom and pop. Sometimes it's just a single person in the destination, and they just do not have the infrastructure to pay a commission. However, what we've been doing is testing where we've created packages. And what we've done with those packages is we've added a subtle 8% markup. And if your clients book one of those packages that we've put together, then we pay the advisor an 8% markup. I'm sorry, an 8% commission.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, that's very generous. All right, I think we're good. I think there were some more questions, Willie, and you will get those when Andy sends you this reporting later on, so you can respond to those questions appropriately. Okay, first question. We're going to give away a $50 gift card, courtesy of our friends, the gift card people at Rental Escapes. And this number one question is, I'm going to randomly pick the correct answer, folks. You're going to put your answer in the questions area where you've been putting questions, but put your answers in the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen as quickly as you can, keyboard. First question is, the fastest growing destination in 2025 is and was, go. Okay, we have a winner. We have a lot of winners. I wish we had 1 million gift cards, but nonetheless, I'm going to give this one to who I randomly picked, which is Christine Bertoglia. I love your name. It's a beautiful name. And you are going to win a $50 Amazon gift card. Willie, what's the answer to that question?
It is Costa Rica.
That is correct. All right. And the property there looked really amazing too. Oh my goodness. And Tamarind Bay looked beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, there's some really over-the-top villas there.
Yeah, really cool. All right, second question. Okay, and that gift card will be sent to you from Willie, Christine. I'm going to be sending your information. The next question, folks. I have cleared my screen real quickly here so I can make sure I get the right answer. And number 2, approximately how many reward points has Rental Escapes issued to advisors since its rewards program launched in 2023? It's a big number, folks.
Yeah, now I didn't cover it.
Oh, you did it.
I didn't cover it.
I'll go with the highest. How does that? I'll go the highest. Okay.
We'll go with the highest and closest. And here's what I will tell you. It is greater than 30 million.
Okay, well, now I'm going to have to really look at these answers. Okay, just a sec. Okay. I'm going to get the closest to that, all right? All right, we have a winner. All right. I know this isn't the exact answer, but in 10 million more, it will be. So the winner to this is going to be Kim Perizek. Kim, what would your answer be for that, Willie?
At this point, since we launched the program in April of 2023, we have issued over 60 million reward points.
That's really amazing. Honest to God, that's just like crazy. It's just amazing. They went up from 2 million, 5 million up to 32 million, 40 million. So we quickly grew those. Okay. All right. So now number three, and this is for another $50 Amazon gift card, but this one is courtesy of us here, the Ogg family at Travel Professional News, because we absolutely love doing our webinars with Rental Escape. So we have to have a $50 gift card here. All right. Question is, what island did Willie just come back from vacation? And also, his kids love it. All right, we have another winner. All right, it's going to be Emmanuel Keim. Emmanuel, what is the question, the answer to that question, Willie?
It is the Turks and Caicos, and I'll be honest with you, I have a feeling we're going back next year.
Are you really? Oh, you know what? I'm hoping this is going to be an amazing trip this year. Okay. We're going to wish for the best trip ever. Fantastic. What a fun webinar. You always make this so much fun. You always brighten up my day. So thank you for that, Willie, my friend. And
It
everybody,
is
thank
my
you for
pleasure.
being with us. It was just great to have all of you on here today. I know you're probably as excited as I am about to go to some of these places. So thanks, Willie. You have a great rest of your week, my friend.
You as well, Joni. And to all the advisors, I know I'm just a little bit early, but wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving, because I don't think we're going to be together before the holidays, but wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving and just a very blessed holiday season and a wonderful new year.
All right. Sounds great. Have a good one, folks. See you later.